Good morning, everyone. My name is Wedrago Patusba Charlotte Dorothée. I come from Burkina Faso. I am from Group 7 and I am on the negative team. We are pleased to present the result of our research on the topic: should pharmaceutical companies be required to develop antibiotics targeting Africa-specific resistant genes identified via genomic studies? Introduction. Multi-drug resistant bacterial infections are a global public health problem. Humans use antibiotics to combat these diseases causing germs. However, the emergence, spread, and constant development of pathogens that are resistant to antimicrobial are a growing source of concern worldwide. Antibiotics resistance is recognized by the WHO as one of the main threats to global public health, responsible for millions of deaths each year. In Africa, this crisis takes on a particular dimension. The combination of something The combination of something uncontrolled use of antimicrobial, fragile health system, and difficult socioeconomic conditions favor emergence of resistant genes specific to the continent. Africa is one of the regions most affected by infection caused by multi-drug resistant bacteria, with more than 1 million associated deaths each year. This region, a crucial question. Should pharmaceutical companies be required to develop antibiotics that target these specific genes? In this presentation, we will argue against this requirement. Open statement: Altruth Genomics after major opportunity. Forcing pharmaceutical companies to develop antibiotics targeting resistant genes specific to Africa risk having negative consequences. First, children in innovation and industrial disengagement. From an economic perspective, antibiotics development is altruistic inattractive to the pharmaceutical industry due to high costs and low return on investment. Imposing targeting obligations on Africa risks future slowing innovation and reducing corporate engagement rather than strengthening it. From a scientific perspective, resistant genes know no burden. This emergence spread and evolve on a global scale. A mandatory regional approach may weaken the global fight against antibiotic resistance. The fight against antibiotic resistance must remain global and collaborative, as limited action to a particular region risks being ineffective and unfair. Constructive argument. First, scientific complexity of the problem and global spread of resistant genes. Bacteria evolve rapidly under antibiotic pressure. Resistant genes mutate and recombine, and antibiotic targeting local resistance can quickly become ineffective. Case scenario. According to the WHO, 1 in 6 bacterial infections worldwide were resistant to conventional antibiotics in 2023. Between 2018 and 2023, resistance increasing in approximately 40% of monitored antibiotics bacterial combination. This resistance This resistance affects bacteria found globally, E. coli, Klebsiella pneumoniae, Staphylococcus aureus, and not only in Africa. Constructive argument 2. Economic injustice and disincentive to innovation. Antibiotic development, costly and unprofitable. Geographically target mandates increase economic risk for company. Consequence, discouragement of innovation rather than stimulation. Case scenario. Since the 2000, major pharmaceutical companies have progressively reduced the investment in antibiotics. The main reason, low profitability compared to chronic or cancer drugs, and very high development costs. Constructive 3. A comprehensive approach is more effective than geographic targeting. Antibiotic resistance is transnational and interdependent. Solution must be global, coordinated, and shared. Collaborative is needs government, NGO, the WHO, and industrial rather than regional regulation alone. Case scenario. The new Delhi metallo-beta-lactamase gene confer resistance to carbapenem, antibiotic of last resort. Initially identified in India in 2008, it was quickly detected in Africa, Europe, and America primarily through international travel and trade. Rebuttal. Claim 1. Public health equity. Rebuttal. Equity in public health means assuring global access to essential care and antibiotics, no creating region treatment that are likely to quickly become obsolete. 2. Scientific necessity. Rebuttal. Resistance genes are not confined to Africa. They circulate globally through migration, trade, and the environment. 3. Economic and social impact. Rebuttal. Imposing a geographically obligation will increase costs for pharmaceutical companies and could discourage investment in the antibiotic sector, thereby reducing the overall supply. Closing statement. Africa faces a high burden of bacterial resistance. But forcing pharmaceutical companies to develop antibiotics targeting Africa gene is not sustainable, is not economically viable, does not address the root cause of the problem. Requiring pharmaceutical companies to develop antibiotics solely for Africa would be an ineffective, costly, and unfair measure. Antibiotics resistance is a global challenge that requires a universal, collaborative, and sustainable response. Rather than impossible region obligation, international partnership and shared funding should be encouraged to develop solutions that are sustainable for everyone. Thank you for your keen attention.